So remember when I told y'all that I decided to take a leap and do something out of the norm that I don't usually do? Usually it's out of fear, right? Fear to do anything out of the norm for me. And especially anything that has to do with any kind of social engagements. It's just like an automatic avoid in my head. So when I decided to make these leaps and go ahead and sign up for a few different events going on around me, I decided not to think twice about it, because if I did, I was going to make excuses and I was not going to purchase the tickets or RSVP to the events. And so I just went on and did it. Today is an event and it's called A Night of Love and Grace. From what I researched, it's an organization led by a woman who specializes in motherhood, and I think she might be a doula as well, but her organization focuses on mothers and motherhood and assisting mothers in any kind of problems that they may have, or need assistance or advice in. So basically, I'm not sure if she's like a certified therapist but I've seen a lot of people, like the testimonials on her page are of mothers who've reached out to her, and she's came and counseled them. That's the word I was looking for. She counsels mothers on the different issues that happen to arise in motherhood and marriage and stuff like that. So and it's great too, because it's a Black woman running the organization. I thought that was really nice. And I've seen one of her events before that I actually wanted to sign up for. It was a 5K. It was a color walk dedicated to mothers suffering from postpartum illnesses and mental illnesses and things of that nature, which I thought was really nice. So I didn't even notice that she was the same curator for this current event that I'm going to tonight. So yeah, tonight's event is called A Night of Love and Grace. It's basically a discussion groups for mothers. And I think the topic for tonight was anxiety and managing anxiety in motherhood and marriage. So the details said that it's going to be led by a meditation, and then we're going to go into the discussion. And I guess obviously it might be an open discussion. I'm not exactly sure what the format of the night is going to be, but I'll definitely let you guys know after I'm done. And on my way there, I'll go ahead and give you guys some of the thoughts that I'm having before I go in. And then after, I'll update you guys on my thoughts of how the event went and how it affected me and stuff of all that nature. I'm pretty excited. Again, it's something new for me, something out of my norm that I probably wouldn't normally choose to do. But I feel like it's time that I start stepping out of my comfort zone, and I hope that it can bring about more change and better decision making on my part. So yeah, I'm excited to let you guys know how it goes. So I made it to the location that I'm supposed to be at, where this discussion group is taking place. I'm gonna say this note right now: any downtown, no matter how small the town, is confusing. All right, I hate driving in any kind of downtown just because everything is so congested and just so together, and all the directions are so confusing. But anyways, like I drove down the street, I'm like, is this even a street? It looked like a sidewalk, but then I saw cars. I'm like, shit, I gotta turn around and get back on the street. But I'm here now. So prior thoughts of going in, first and foremost, I really respect the people that put this group together, or this event, whatever you want to call it. Just because I respect people so much who devote their time into helping out other people out of the goodness of their hearts, because this event is completely free. They do ask that if you want to donate, then you can donate, but you're not obviously obligated to do so. But I think it's so great that they wanted to organize a group where women, especially mothers, can come together and feel safe to discuss, any of their fears or any issues that they're having, albeit, mental health issues or any kind of other issues that are happening in their life that they might need some emotional support for. It's basically an emotional support group is the idea that I'm getting from this. And I don't know if I'm nervous about going in. I'm just I know what the topic is, and kind of before I got here, I was like, what in my life really has been triggering my anxiety when it comes to, my marriage or being a mom. And so I'm just going over certain things in my head. But I know once I get into the space and surrounded by all the women that, thoughts will start flowing more freely that way. That's just how I roll. But yeah, I'm here. I think I'm in the right spot. I might walk around a little bit because I think it is almost time that it's starting. And I knew I should have got here a little early. And I did get here a little early just because I knew I was going to get lost and all that. But, yeah, I'm here. I really have to go tinkle. So hopefully there's a bathroom in there. But this is actually a church. So I had no idea that it was going to be in a church. But it's the right address. And I was trying to look up just to make sure I'm at the right place. But I don't have any service for whatever reason. I have full bars, but the page wasn't loading. But I'm going to go ahead and check up on that one more time and see what's going on and see if I'm in the right space. And then after the discussion is all done, I'm going to come back to my car and I'll go ahead and go over my thoughts after the discussion. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so not that I forgot, but I was really, really tired when I got home last night from the discussion group. So while we're on our walk, I want to go ahead and discuss my thoughts and feelings after the event. So I showed up. There was only 2 women there, and this was the first event, so I kind of, it's a very small town, and things like this aren't very common, I guess you can say. So I didn't really expect a whole bunch of people to show up, even though on the actual event page 9 people marked that they were going. But yeah, so when I showed up, it was the woman that coordinated the event, and then I guess one of her friends was there. And all in all, there was 4 of us by the end of the night, and 3 of them already knowing each other and me. So again, I understood why it happened that way. I know a lot of people are very standoffish about new things, and the fact that the topic was discussing anxiety in marriage and motherhood. I mean, if you have anxiety, then getting to places is kind of a hard task. So I understand why that happened, but I'm still glad that I went. And even just for me, there's a lot of factors that would have held me back from going. My husband came home early. I didn't know he was going to be home this weekend. It was snowing. I could have made all these excuses a factor of me not showing up, but I showed up, and I'm glad that I did because I met some really great ladies. Women that I wouldn't have met if I wouldn't have gone, and women that I have a lot of things in common with. They're all mothers. They're all around the same age as me. And, they're doing really great things for the community, i.e. this group, and making a safe space for women to discuss certain topics that ail them. And I thought I had a great time, even with just a small intimate group. I had a great time just discussing things in a very safe space among women that had the same views as me in terms of, being a mom and dealing with mental health issues. So that's how I felt. I felt like it was great, and I can't wait for the next one. And we all kind of discussed, the woman that coordinated the event, she is a very busy person. She's a doula. She cancels couples, and she does workshops for other areas regarding motherhood and marriage and things of that nature. So understandably, she's a very busy lady, so it's kind of hard for her to pick consistent dates, but I would like this group to keep going. And my final thoughts of it is that if it became a consistent thing, I feel like we'd be able to create a strong enough group that if it was just the main women showing up for the discussion rather than the woman who coordinated having to show up each and every time to, you know, get the group started and everything. I feel like it can be ran just by the people going to the discussion, if you know what I mean. So it would take a lot of stress off of her. And then for those of us who like the outlet to have a discussion group to come together and discuss certain things, I think that would be a really great idea. So yeah, that was my thoughts, and I'm really glad I made the leap and stepped out of my comfort zone and drove all the way up there and showed up for the event. It was really great. I came home with a handful of breadsticks and a giant bowl of salad, and it was good. I had a good time. It felt good that I actually did it. And I felt like I did myself justice, and I stayed true to myself, and I did myself a favor. So that's it, y'all. It kind of inspired me because she's going to the Black Business Expo next weekend as well. So it's really nice to surround myself with women who are interested in entrepreneurship and starting their own businesses and stuff while still being mothers and finding the time to do that. I think that's really commendable and really inspiring and motivating for me. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will do another one of these next weekend when I go to the Black Business Expo. Come on, Pearly. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time.